And welcome back to the New York Jets franchise rebuild. Here today, we have some preseason football. We're going to be going through all three preseason games, all the highlights and everything, and filling out the rest of this roster. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I hope you're all having a great day. Please leave a like, comment down below what you thought. Who do you think was the biggest standout on this during this preseason games? And don't forget to subscribe. It really does help me out. But here today, after a fantastic offseason by the New York Jets by getting a ton of young talent and getting obviously DeAndre Hopkins, 33 years old entering into his 13th season, as well as getting veteran defensive lineman Aaron Donald. We're excited to have both of these two playmakers on this defense and offense to hopefully accelerate this team's progress. Now, where are some of the more or less question marks or things that I'm looking for this team? Now, in terms of the offense, in terms of fighting for positional spots or jobs, it's mostly at who's going to be the fourth running back, who's the backup receiver. There's not really like a starting job that's really open. The only one that's really open, I would say, is the left outside linebacker spot, which will either be JJ or Zach Gold, one or the other. And if neither one of them produced during this preseason, then we're going to turn to the veteran Bobby Wagner. I mean, we brought Wagner in to be either a starter or to be a very good backup. Now, other than that, I don't see us really... No one's really challenging anyone. We're just kind of seeing the back half of this roster and seeing if there's any standouts either to put on the practice squad or be some of the last players. Now, last year, as I did this video, we saw young wide receiver Ben Toon really break out. I can't find him in this screen. He's buried on the depth chart, but we will definitely see some of the standouts. I'm excited to see some of the younger players on this team, and I hope you are too. Now, during this preseason football, we have the Minnesota Vikings, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and the LA Rams. So we're already going to be seeing against the Bucs, who will be our Week 1 matchup, and we're seeing the LA Rams, who I guess Aaron Donald will get a little bit of a revenge game. But let's get right into the action, and I hope you guys enjoy some preseason football. And welcome to the first week of preseason football. Here today will be the Minnesota Vikings versus the New York Jets. As I don't actually know the Vikings roster at all, but it's preseason football. It's time to see some of the back half of this roster, the depth of this team, any young talent, and we'll get to see the first playing time to see how DeAndre Hopkins plays a role in this offense. Aaron Donald is injured for this game. Either way, I wasn't really going to play him too much. Same with Hopkins. I'll probably get them each like a drive or something. But we'll see how this offense plays. We'll see how this defense plays. We have a lot of players I want to check out, and I'm excited to see this year's playoffs. Or preseason. There you go. And here comes the fourth-year quarterback, Steven James, number 10 last year, threw 36 touchdowns to 17 INTs, looking to take his team past the AFC Championship game, and it starts here today in the preseason. James in the shotgun, starting at his own 24-yard line, takes the snap, looks to throw here, and immediately is looking for DeAndre Hopkins, and Hopkins couldn't make that catch. It's incomplete. I'm really hoping that this year we're going to be able to do a lot more jump ball action and having a lot more red zone touchdowns through the air. But we'll see how that play. It's a good running there by Michael Carter. Don't forget, Blake Cashman signed a one-year deal here to the Minnesota Vikings, so he's out there as the starting linebacker for this 3rd down and 5, as they will go underneath to Meredith for 11 and a first down. We have yet to see DeAndre Hopkins make a catch. I think they definitely want to get him involved, as this pass will go underneath here to Meredith for about 5. 3rd down and 4 here for the New York Jets. James takes the snap, looks to throw here. Feeling the rush, trying to get this ball to a wide open DeAndre Hopkins, and Hopkins' first catch will go all the way for a touchdown. We're expected to see this all season long. Number 3 finds his first score as a New York Jet. He is the Vikings franchise quarterback, 89 overall, an X factor in this league. He's one of the best quarterbacks in this league as well. He's looking to have a great year this season. Culver will start in the shotgun here at his own 25-yard line. Here is Dalvin Cook, as Cook will gain about 8. Second down and 2 here. 3 tight ends on the field as Cook will get his second straight carry as this defense will try to slow him down. First down and 10 here at the 36-yard line here. Ian looks to throw here, going underneath here. Bryce Hall with the interception as he will be able to return this all the way for a touchdown. And New York strikes very quickly here in preseason football. As it's third down and 4 here for the Minnesota Vikings at their own 43-yard line. Culver takes the snap, looks to throw here. Goes underneath here to Justin Jefferson as he will pick up a first down and more. As it's third down and forever here for the Minnesota Vikings. Culver takes the snap, looks to throw here. Goes underneath here as Cooks will make the reception and he will pick up 10, but it's fourth down. Third down and 4 here for the New York Jets, backed up at their own 17-yard line. James takes the snap, looks to throw here, taking a shot deep here, and that ball was juggled by 2 defenders. It's incomplete. First down and 10 here as Dalvin Cook will get another carry here as he's breaking free here as this defense will slow him down. Right now I have the 2 young interior defensive tackles in. They're going to be playing a lot of snaps here, and I want to see what J.J. Cunningham as well as Zach Gold can do for our defense. I'm going to give them a lot of playing time this preseason, probably every single snap almost, but we'll see. Here will be Dalvin Cook on the outside, and that is Love. That's our first-round pick making the tackle. Third down and 6 here. I don't know who's in at quarterback. He's looking to throw here as he will take his check down underneath here as this defense can't bring him down. He'll pick up a first down. Second down and goal here as the Vikings are trying to cut into this lead. Takes a snap, here's the carry, and that's going to go for an easy touchdown. Minnesota cutting this lead in half. The receivers out there is Ben Tude, Phil Costello, and Chad Jackson. Stafford looks to throw here for the first time today as he's going to go to last year's preseason standout, Ben Tude, and Ben is going to go all the way. He's just faster than everyone. Touchdown, New York, and his preseason success continues. Well, it is preseason football, and the New York Jets are going to go for it on fourth down and 10. Stafford looks to throw here, sets in the pocket as he will find Reggie Woods open in the end zone. Touchdown, New York. Penalty on the field. What's the call? And it's going to be a penalty on the Vikings, so it's still a touchdown. Stafford in the shotgun here in Minnesota's territory. Looks to throw here as he's looking to take a shot deep here with Chad Jackson. Jackson couldn't make the catch. It's intercepted here. All the way at the 3-yard line here. Minnesota gets their biggest play of the ball game. 16 seconds left to go here in the first half. Looks to throw. Feeling the rush. Feeling more pressure here. Gonna throw it. No, he's not. Justin Trent will get back there, and that's gonna be the end of the first half. Third down and 2 here for the New York Jets. Stafford, again, going to go to his favorite option here, Dylan Henry, who will find the end zone. Touchdown, New York, extend their lead. The second-year quarterback finding the second-year tight end for a touchdown. Second down and goal here. Knowles looks to throw here, turning to Eric Carter, and Eric will make the reception for a touchdown. As it's fourth down and 4 here, Minnesota's going to change up the play here. Fourth down and 4 here, a minute 14 to go here as the New York Jets send an all-out blitz, and that ball is going to be caught for the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Going to continue to cut into this lead, but it's a little too late. As this will be the last play of this ball game. Knowles looks to throw here as he's looking end zone here with Phil, and that ball is almost caught. It's incomplete, and that's preseason week number 1. The New York Jets completely destroyed the Minnesota Vikings 42-21 in this preseason affair. Definitely some good action here by our team. Got to see a lot of potential depth and players that really stood out to me. is, of course, Reggie Woods, the running back, who was able to pick up a touchdown. Of course, Ben Toon made a lot of good plays. And Crockett, a middle linebacker, made a couple sacks. Let's check out these stats here, and then let's get into the second preseason game. So, I mean, at quarterback, definitely Owen Stafford impressed. Very good game, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. In terms of running, Reggie Woods was probably the most intriguing back because of his receiving ability. But Dylan Henry played well. Nothing too exciting, though, at the receiver position. In terms of defense, it's Doug Crockett. He had a tackle for loss and 2 sacks. I'm sorry, some of these plays will just have music behind them and no commentary. But we did get 5 sacks in this ball game, 1 interception that went for 6. But let's go get into preseason week number 2. And welcome to preseason week number 2. It will be the New York Jets versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, trying to figure out some of the bottom dwellers of this rosters in this cold, rainy day here in Tampa, Florida. Let's get right into the action here today in the second preseason game. And entering the field is Quincy Clanton, a third-year quarterback who has been very productive throughout his career with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He took over after Tom Brady left the scene here. And this is also a preview of Week 1's matchup with the New York Jets versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. As Quincy will be under center here, Tony Pollard is the back. Under center here, as Pollard will go up the middle as he's going to gain 10 yards over this defense. Last week for the New York Jets, there were a few standouts, mostly at middle linebacker. We have some undrafted playmakers that made some good plays, and Bryce Hall with his second interception of the ball game, or excuse me, of the preseason. He returned 1 back for 6 last week, and now he gets an amazing one here today. And now fourth-year quarterback Steven James, number 10, enters the field. You know, he looked good in the first preseason. I expect him to play throughout the first quarter, and that's about it. A short field here for the New York Jets as they will start off with the football. Gonna go a little play action fake, looks to throw here as James will turn to the sideline and finds his new number 1 wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins for a first down. As the rookie running back Taylor Newberry enters the field as they're gonna pitch the ball out to Newberry as he gets excellent blockers and he will find the end zone. Touchdown New York. And this is the first score of hope of many for the rookie running back, as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will start at their own 25-yard line after throwing an interception. Here is Pollard with his second carry as he will pick up 4. Some interesting notes from the first preseason game. We have a bunch of injuries coming after that ball game. A lot to our 2 rookie offensive linemen. They both went down, and a couple other players are injured. I'll show you guys their injury reports after the preseason. I can't remember everyone who's out right now. But overall, been very impressed with our team. We put up a lot of points in the first preseason game. I'm hoping we can do the same this game. As plenty of time in the pocket, find O.J. Howard for 3. So far, with both the number 1 offense and the number 1 defense, our starters, nothing really has surprised me. You know, our offensive line has played good. Our receivers have been able to get open. Overall, there's really nothing really to pinpoint, thankfully, throughout this preseason. Right now, we're just trying to keep the injuries low and see if there's any important playmakers. But this is a big injury right here. Doug Thomas just went down. Right now, we have an undrafted rookie. I forget his name, who's in the ball game, number 61. But if we lose any offensive linemen right now, we don't have the best depth. We really only have Jake Matthews and the other veteran playmaker that we brought in. So, gotta keep the injuries limited. But the New York Jets are entering into the red zone here as they're gonna take a shot in the end zone. DeAndre Hopkins, touchdown New York. Hopkins, in both preseason meetings, finds the end zone. And this is what I'm hoping to see a lot this year. These 50-50 balls that can easily be caught by Hopkins should be coming down way more easier now. Well, the left outside linebacker spot on the starters is really the only in question right now. JJ, in my opinion, has been the most impressive. He's number, I believe, 44, I want to say. I don't remember exactly his number. I think it's 44 or 54. But past midfield here to Tampa Bay Buccaneers will look to throw, slings it over the middle. O.J. Howard. Right now, Aaron Donald is in the ball game. He is our new free agent acquisition at defensive tackle, defensive end. I'm hoping that he will have a major impact this season. I'm not going to get him too many snaps during the preseason, though. Probably this will be his last drive. He will only play 2 drives, just like Hopkins does. Don't want to see either of those 2 guys go down, at least during the preseason. Goal to goal now here for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, trying to cut into this lead. Pollard the back as Pollard will find the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Goal to go here. Stafford in an empty look, takes the snap, looks to throw here, sets his feet, and he'll find Bentune with a touchdown reception. Great job by the second-year wide receiver. Continues to play outstanding here in the preseason. 2nd down and 10 here. After the missed pass here will be Tony Pollard, and that's JJ Cunningham, number 55, with the tackle. I keep mispronouncing his number, but that's just my fault. It's 3rd down and 6 here. Clayton in the shotgun, looks to throw. 4 receivers on the field as he will go to Chris Goodwin. Oh my god. Chris Godwin. I am awful right now with names. It will be now in the Jets territory at their 33-yard line. Looks to throw. Plenty of time in this pocket. Not seeing that much of a pass rush. Want to see the backups do better in that type of situation, though. 2nd down and 3 here at the 8. Under center here, it looks to throw. Plenty of time, but he's going down. I believe that is David York. And it is the 2nd-year defensive tackle making the sack. Good job by this defense. Continues to make good plays for us. 3rd down and 9 now. Tampa Bay needs to find the end zone. Looks to throw, going to the outside here, and that will be a reception. I don't know everyone's player or the names of every player. Well, 4th down and 9 here. The Jets are going to go for it. Tampa Bay does not send extra men. Looks to throw. Stafford feeling the rush, and he can't get that ball to Chad Jackson. It's incomplete. After that huge play that I was not commentating for, it is 2nd down and 10 here, and this is Tony Tucker, the rookie pass rusher, getting back there for a sack. Happy to see him making a little bit of a presence here. It's now 11 seconds to go here in the first half in the 2nd preseason game. Goes over the middle here. Here is Scotty Miller with a reception. Last time out for Tampa Bay, they will kick a field goal. And 1st down and goal here at the 3. Jeremy Brown is the back. He's an undrafted rookie as he will get a carry here, and he will fight for the end zone. Touchdown, New York. And New York extends their lead here in the 2nd preseason game. And because of the holding call, it is 3rd down and 20 here at the 24 of New York. Garoppolo looks to throw here, feeling the rush here, and that's Mitch Parman with a sack. The 2nd-year edge rusher making a big-time play. 1st down and goal here at the 1. Fournette's the back here as he will get the call here, and he will fight in the end zone for a touchdown, Tampa Bay. 1st down and goal here at the 2. Knowles dropping back, looks to throw here, looking end zone here. What a catch! What a catch here by Eric Carter. Touchdown, New York. Eric Carter wanting to keep his roster spot, and he makes a great effort right there, showing why he can be on this team. Goal to go now, 1:09. Garoppolo, 3 receivers to his right, looks to throw, feeling the pressure though by David York, as York will register his 2nd sack of today. Great job by the young edge or defensive lineman. Garoppolo continues to go, hurry up as he will look, end zone here, touchdown Tampa Bay. And here in the 2nd preseason matchup, the New York Jets will be defeating the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 34-27. You know, in another very high-scoring game. This, though, high-scoring game, in my opinion, didn't have too many standouts that I can really sit down and pencil in. Now, Tony Tucker, yes, he made a couple big sacks. Same with David York. I think it was a lot more on our defense, making a lot of good plays. Offensively, though, if I'm standing back and really trying to think about it, I mean, Ben Toon continues to impress me. Dealing with a lot of injuries, though. We're going to go check that out after this. I need to see how many injuries, and I want to give you guys a quick update. But happy to see Hopkins making a lot of plays for our team. The rookies, the youth of this roster continues to really shine here today as we win big here. So this week, in terms of statistics, you know, Owen, he played a majority of today's ball game, and he looked solid. He had that one interception. Stephen James was picture perfect, which he should be. He only played 2 drives. And then Ezekiel Knowles, he put up some solid numbers too. For rushing, Isaiah Hurts was our leading back. You know, Reggie Woods continues to impress me, so that's good. And then receiving, Phil made a lot of good plays too. I was happy with the rookie receiver. Chad Jackson, though, has been a disappointment going into his 3rd year, and he's been struggling. And then on the defensive side of the ball, we got a couple sacks. David York, Mitch Parman, and Tony Tucker. And then Bryce Hall with the interception. But let's go check out this injury report, because we already have a lot of injuries after the first one. But let's go see what happened here today, because, you know, I want to make sure that we have the necessary players for at least one more preseason game. And right here are the injuries, and I already see Tony Tucker tore pec, and he's going to be out for the season. We're already going to place him on injured reserve, and that's huge. I mean, he's a rookie that we drafted this past year. I had, you know, not really high expectations for him entering his rookie year, but he won't get any more playing time. This is what he's done so far through the preseason. He was a 3rd-round pick for us. But these are all the other injuries we're dealing with. Doug Thomas, Michael Hamden did not play this week. He was out. But our 2 rookie offensive linemen are injured as well. They will be back for the preseason, or for week 1 or week 2. So dealing, though, with a lot of injuries, that's not good. Is there any other teams dealing with a lot of injuries like we are? And not really. So maybe we are just kind of getting the bad end of the stick. That's probably what it is. But let's go ahead into the 3rd preseason game versus the LA Rams. And welcome to preseason week 3. It will be the last expedition game here of the beginning of the 2025 season. The New York Jets are going to be starting a lot of backups here today. Really, virtually no starters, maybe a few contributors that will play in the up-and-coming season, but really no immediate starters on either side of the ball. I want to see the back half of this roster. I want to see who can make the practice squad and who can fill up some of these depth positions. And that's going to be this week. Owen Stafford will be getting the first half at quarterback, and then Ezekiel Knowles will get the second half. I'm not going to go through each position, but we have basically, we're going to see a lot of the backups play this week. And for LA's quarterback, it's number 11. I'm forgetting his name. Carson Wentz. I completely blanked on his name. I knew who he was, but Carson Wentz is their new starting quarterback here in LA. No more Matthew Stafford. Carson Wentz will start under center here in an I formation. Here's the carry as this defense makes a good play on Cam Akers. Wentz in the shotgun here, takes the snap, goes a little play action fake, looks to throw, taking a shot deep, and that's Manning. That's a backup corner getting off the interception here. And I think on every single first drive, our secondary provides an interception. And here comes second-year quarterback Owen Stafford. He gets the start today. He's going to play the first half, and then Knowles will finish off the preseason for us. Stafford will start at his own, actually right around midfield. Takes the snap, looks to throw here. Feeling the rush by this defense, and that's incomplete. Don't forget, the LA Rams are starting their starters at least the beginning of this ball game. So we have a backup offensive line out there. We're going to hope they can put up some do something against them. This is a major test for our team. As Stafford will face a 3rd down and 9 here. He looks to throw, goes over the middle. Here is the rookie receiver, Phil Costello, with the reception for 25. 3rd down and 1 here. Back to an empty look for Stafford, setting up a wide receiver screen for Chad Jackson, who has to kind of break out this game. He needs to show that he can at least make this roster. As it will be 1st down and goal at the 2 after the PI call, as Isaiah Hurts will power his way into the end zone. Touchdown, New York. We're extending our lead. Well, we're scoring for the first time, excuse me. 2nd down and goal here for LA. Here is the carry, and that ball will find the end zone. Touchdown, LA. Third down and 2 here for the New York Jets. Stafford takes the snap, looks to throw here, going to Chad Johnson, and that pass is intercepted. Undercut it. That is Fuller with the interception. Third down and 4 here for the New York Jets. Stafford looks to throw here. Going to the outside here for Phil, and Phil with a great catch. What a throw there by Stafford. 1st down and 10 here at the 11. New York is driving as Stafford looks to throw here, looking end zone here with Dixon, and that pass is undercut and intercepted. Owen's 2nd INT of this ball game, and that was a bad throw. As LA has a 2-minute drill here. Here's Cam Akers with the carry as this defense slows him down. So far through preseason, been enjoying this. I hope you guys are too. Please leave a like, comment down below what you thought of so far today's action. Who's been your favorite standout player? I know some of these plays just have music behind them. I am not commentating on the whole game. I'm kind of just sitting here playing and then hopping in when I feel that I should commentate. As it's 1st down and 10 here at the 23. That's going to be a quick throw and a good job by Michael Carter. But so far, players that have been impressing me has been Reggie Bush. Phil has definitely impressed me. Even Owen Stafford. I know he's thrown 2 interceptions today, but he's been making good plays all throughout the preseason. And same thing with our 2 young defensive tackles. Eddie Kirkpatrick and David York have both been making good plays in the running game, as well as pass rush. Of course, missing a few key players that are injured right now that I would have liked to see, like Tony Tucker, but that's okay. As it will be 2nd down and 5 here. Why do I keep saying Stafford? It's Wentz out there at quarterback. Looks to throw as he will go underneath here as this defense will quickly wrap him up. Hurry up offense here for Wentz. Looking to throw, looking, plenty of time as he's going to try to escape. He has room in front of him as he's going to pick up a 1st down and more. Well, still bad time management here by the AI. Just took the play all the way to the 9-second mark and then kick a field goal. But LA takes the lead here in the late stages of the first half. And now, as we're going to enter into the second half, we're going to see a little bit of other players. Ezekiel Knowles will play at quarterback and a couple other new faces out there. So I'm excited to see it. We have one more half to go, and then we'll fill out, and then we'll put together the rest of this roster. But here at the 26-yard line, here's the last snap and the last carry for Isaiah Hurts of this preseason action as he will gain 8. So far here in the last preseason game, a low-scoring affair. LA is up 17-14. Close battle. Both teams have been able to drive down the field and put up points with ease. We'll see what will happen here in the second half. Hoping to see some standouts. And here at the beginning of the second half, New York finds themselves down by 3, but now Ezekiel Knowles will start here at quarterback. He'll play the rest of this preseason action here, as this pass will go to Phil. And Phil is playing this entire preseason game. I want him to get as many snaps and opportunities as possible. 2nd down and 3 here. Knowles looks to throw, slings it in the end zone, and that is Alex Dixon find the end zone and his first touchdown of the preseason. Touchdown New York. We take back the lead here halfway through the third quarter. And Carson Wentz is still out there for the LA Rams. I guess they're going to keep their starters in until the fourth quarter. So that's good to see our backups play against some starters. So happy to see that, as Robert Woods will catch that pass for a first down. But right now we have some younger linebackers, 2 undrafted free agents, and then Love is playing there at corner, excuse me. He's our first round draft pick this past class. And no really other players. Everyone else has been starting. A lot of players are starting throughout this entire ball game for us. As the Wentz is going down, and that is Mitch Parman. Back-to-back weeks with sacks, and he continues to make an impact and continues to impress me. And here at the beginning of the fourth quarter, the last quarter here, preseason football for the New York Jets, they face a 4th down and 19. Knowles dropping back, looks to throw. Feeling the rush, rolling to his right, sets his feet, throwing off balance, and that pass was incomplete. Goal to go now here for Marcus. He's in the shotgun here. He's down by a point. He will be a delayed give for the rookie running back, Stallworth, and Stallworth will find the end zone. Touchdown, LA. They're taking back the lead. As LA is looking to go for 2 here. Changing up the play, setting 3 receivers to the left. Mariota looks to throw here, rolling, and he's feeling the rush. And that's Parman with the pressure and the takedown. First down and goal here at the 7. Knowles in the shotgun, takes the snap, looks to throw. Looking end zone here with Chad Jackson. And Jackson throws out one hand for a touchdown. And New York is taking back the lead. What a reception right there by the young, talented receiver. Second down and 10 here. Knowles staying in the air. Rolling to his right, sets his feet as he will find Phil, and Phil will get into the end zone. Touchdown, New York, with 14 seconds left to go here in the preseason. Now with 5 seconds to go, Mariota still needs to get into the end zone. Takes the snap, looks to throw. Plenty of time in the pocket, turns to the sideline, and that's the ball game here today. New York will be undefeated here in preseason football, beating the LA Rams 34-29. Not really too much to go over here. I mean, Phil, our rookie wide receiver, Costello, he made a lot of great receptions. I think he caught 11 balls for a little over 100 yards and a touchdown. I mean, David York provides another sack. Mitch provided some rush, and Chad Jackson with a great one-handed reception. Overall, great preseason this year, you know, winning every single game, and hopefully that will correlate into meaningful games. That's what we care about. But overall, this team looks ready. We look ready to win, and we're looking forward to week 1 versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who we played in week 2 of the preseason. But let's go through some of these stats here. In terms of quarterbacks, I mean, 2 interceptions by Owen Stafford. I would say this is his worst preseason game. Knowles, he looked good. Happy with his performance. So both quarterbacks, in my opinion, played good. Stafford probably played a little worse. In terms of running the football, really did not run the football at all. But each back played it pretty well. Phil probably was the standout receiver, but Alex Dixon and Chad Jackson both also caught a touchdown. Juwan Johnson also reeled in 5 receptions, 1 sack allowed. And then in terms of pass rush, Mitch got a sack, same with David York and Webb, and 1 interception by Manning. So overall, good preseason. And this is the injury report coming out of the preseason. A lot of injuries. A lot of them to the backups. Doug Thomas, the only starter, who's going to be out. I think he should be back for week 1. I don't know just yet. But we have a few decisions to make if we're going to put some players on IR. But let's go through quickly some stats, and then we'll fill out the rest of this roster, or put this roster together. But let's see the stats for this preseason. So in terms of quarterbacks, Owen Stafford, 4 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Ezekiel Knowles, 5 touchdowns, no interceptions. He looked very good. That stat line. Happy with all 3 quarterbacks. You know, no one really stood out to me, but that's okay. I mean, I really wanted just to see the 2 young kids. In terms of running, Isaiah Hurts led us with over 100 yards rushing. Taylor Newberry behind him. Receiving, Phil and Ben Toon, both of them making a good impact, and then DeAndre Hopkins made some good receptions as well. In terms of the defense, Manning led us in tackles. Behind him is Sheldon Love, our first-round pick. But David York led us in sacks with Tony Tucker, Mitch, and Doug with providing 2. And then interceptions, Bryce Hall with 2 interceptions, hoping that he can get some of those in the regular season. But let's go through the roster. Let's make the final cuts. And let's set up for week 1. So here is the transition log. Not too many surprises. Some players I had to move around, like Josh Myers to guard, just for injury's sake. But not too many surprises. Maybe like an important cut, or a cut that a lot of you guys will know, like Eric Carter, he got cut, and same with Robert Gordon. 2 cut casualties that might be a little bit of surprising, but not like too many. But this is the roster. Let's quickly go through it, and then we'll get to week 1. So we're going to stick with 3 quarterbacks here. I just can't really move off of Ezekiel. That penalty is just too much for me. But these are the 4 running backs we're going with. So the reason Reggie Woods got a roster spot is for, his speed and acceleration, but that 78 catching is very useful. He can also do some kick returns. I think he can be a little bit of a gadget player for us. That might be a surprise for the roster to making the roster. In terms of wide receivers, no more Chad Jackson. I think Alex Dixon provides a little bit more. Now, he is 25 years old. They were right around the same age, but with that speed and acceleration, can't really teach that. So we're going to go with Alex as at least our 6th wide receiver. These will be our 3 tight ends. So no change here. The only difference is Dylan Henry is now the primary number 2. This is the offensive line. Not too many moves here. Waller here, he's been placed on IR, so he's the only reason he's still on this team. But these are the offensive linemen. This is the defensive line. Tony Tucker is also on IR. But this is the defensive line. Gerard Hargrave also made this roster. And then these are the linebackers. Not too many surprises here. And these are the corners. And the last bit is safeties and then special teams. So not too many surprises. I mean, obviously moving off of Robert Gordon and Eric Carter, who had both started for this team in a couple games. They're no longer on this team. And this is the practice squad. Isaiah Hurts, a couple offensive linemen. You see Biggs out there, Will and Mitch. So some standouts, mostly on the defensive side of the ball. I'm hoping that none of these guys get picked off by other teams. But this is the team we're going to be rocking with for the 2025 NFL season. Let's sim to the next week, and let's go see the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So Tampa Bay will be our first meeting, and then we have the Houston Texans, the Pittsburgh Steelers, and then the Atlanta Falcons. So this should be a fun matchup. We are getting Doug Thomas back and healthy. So in terms of injuries, in terms of for our starters, I mean, not really too many. I mean, Doug is back and healthy, and so overall we have everyone back. I mean, we have our starting 5 offensive linemen, our starting receiving core, and I will fill out I'll set up the depth chart on how I like it to be, but JJ Cunningham will be a starter as well. But guys, that is the preseason highlight video. I know some of it was commentary, some of it was just music behind the play. I decided this season not to commentate the entire games. But next time will be week 1 versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I hope you guys are just as excited as I am. Please leave a like, comment down below what you thought of the decisions we've made. And guys, don't forget to subscribe. And guys, I will see you in the next one.